Welcome in or welcome back to Bite Size Books. If you're new to the channel, my online handle is MiniMac. My government name is Ashley. You can call me whatever you like. Today I'm going to be reviewing How to Stop Being Negative, Angry, and Mean, Master Your Mind and Take Control of Your Life by Richard Banks. Now, this does say that it is a 3-hour and 5-minute Audible. I will let you know straight out the gate, the last 35 minutes of the book are the author asking you to please review it on Audible because reviews are apparently hard to come by on there, which I guess I can kind of see because I did go to do it as soon as he asked, and it makes you write like a certain minimum amount of words. You can't just say like great book and give it 5 stars and call it that. And then it's also 30 minutes of the next chapter of his book, remaining positive, or developing a positive mindset or something of that nature. So really this Audible is less than 2.5 hours, and I so highly recommend it. This thing is packed full of information. Things like common cognitive disorders, defense mechanisms, reasons for negativity, how to handle your emotions. This essentially is every personal development book that I have reviewed thus far, which is somewhere in the area of about a dozen. This book has wrapped up teachings from every single one of those books because they all kind of boil down to the same thing, just presented in a different way. This book in particular takes information from all of those books and puts it into one very easy to digest, quick listen or read. I didn't really know how exactly to break down this book, so I'm just going to share with you what I thought were the most valuable pieces of information, and then you can go ahead and look further into that if you'd like. So I'm just going to start by listing off the 10 common cognitive distortions. There's polarized thinking, generalized thinking, catastrophizing, personalization, mind reading, mental filtering, discounting positives, self-serving bias, confirmation bias, and finally labeling. And to look into each one of these and decide which one of them you may or may not use, the point behind this is to try to change your thought processes and your internal dialogue. Because what you think leads to how you feel, and then how you feel leads to how you behave. And it's been proven that emotions are pliable and they can be changed. So the 3 key ways to change them are your external environment, i.e. leaving an abusive partner, your attention, i.e. choosing to focus on the positive of any aspect of any situation, and then reframing. So if something comes up that you have deemed as negative or undesirable, you can look at it as an opportunity to learn than as something negative, or even grading your own self-worth. I'm now just going to list off the common defense mechanisms: denial, intellectualization, compartmentalization, reaction formation, aka toxic positivity, sublimation or redirection, rationalizing, regression, displacement, projection, and repression. Be the boss of your own emotions. If you can be in tune with your emotions, you can gain access to critical knowledge that can help you with all kinds of things. Everything from self-care to daily interactions to personal relationships to making decisions. 4 little steps that come along with that are: 1, to know when to show your emotions, i.e. there is a time and a place for everything. Number 2 is to simply breathe. 3 breath counts tend to be the most effective and helpful. You breathe in for 3, hold for 3, breathe out for 3. Repeat this until you've calmed down. Get some space away from that negative emotion, if that means spending time with your pet, or going for a walk, or taking a bath, or whatever it may be. A little bit of positive self-care to distance yourself from the negative emotion. Finally, number 4 is to take control of your stress, or at the very least try to reduce it, be it with meditation, laughter, exercise, things of this nature. Oh, and go out and be in nature. Accepting your emotions and not rejecting them can be a very powerful tool. Instead of, constantly being upset that you're losing your keys, small steps can be taken to avoid that negative emotion. I.e., I'm upset I keep losing my keys, which makes me late for work, so I'm going to put a bowl by the door for me to put my keys in so that this doesn't happen anymore. 5 good questions to help you identify your feelings are: 1, what am I feeling right now? 2 is, what happened to cause these feelings? 3 is, could this situation have an explanation and I'm just getting upset over what I'm assuming? 4 is, what do I want to do with these feelings? And 5 is to ask yourself if there's a better way to cope with them. Something that is noted a couple of times in this book is how detrimental sweeping things under the rug can be. So please bear that in mind. And a great deal about this book talks about growth mindset and positive mindset as well. If you're watching this video though, I feel like you already possess a growth mindset, so I'm only going to briefly touch on these things. I will, however, list the 10 key ways they gave to create a positive/growth mindset. 1, acknowledge and accept imperfections, yours and others. 2, bravely face your challenges. 3, be mindful of your thoughts and your words. 4, replace negative thoughts with positive ones. 5, quit seeking approval. 6, become more authentic. 7, have a sense of purpose. 8, rethink the word genius. 9, learn to accept criticism as a gift. And 10 is to remember how valuable this process is and to not rush it. You are exactly where you need to be right here, right now. Speed isn't important. Practice makes perfect. One good tip is instead of focusing on your gains or your benefits, sometimes thinking about what you could lose if you don't maintain this personal development can be a motivator. Being aware of the 3 leading causes of negative thoughts can be beneficial as well: fear of the future, anxiety of the present, and shame of the past. Unfortunately, negative thoughts are like a train wreck. You don't want to see it, but you also can't help but look away. They're really hard not to focus on. 3 common negative thought patterns. 1 is negative rumination, i.e. always focusing on the negative. 2 is overthinking. And 3 is cynical hostility, so really having a hard time trusting other people, especially new people. They also talk about how much media can affect all of this, which I think is a very important point to make. Winston Churchill once said that a pessimist sees the difficulty in every opportunity, while the optimist sees the opportunity in every difficulty. I'm going to end this with 7 tips to help you think positively. Number 1, replace the negative things in your life, i.e. media. Watching the news could be replaced with doing a puzzle. Negative people, well, you can swap out spending time with negative people and spend time with positive people instead. Number 2 is to find the good, all the good, in every negative situation. Number 3 is to ask what you did and what you could learn. Number 4 is no more making mountains out of molehills. Is it going to matter 5 weeks, 5 minutes, 5 years from now? Number 6 is to let it go, venting about it and getting it off your chest, or seeking therapy about it. Process it and just let it go. 6, take it slow. And 7, finally, is to start your day with positivity. I do have a bone to pick with the name because I feel like you've really got to be in the right mindset to admit that you've got troubles with being negative, angry, and mean. That's a hard thing to say, hey, these are some qualities that I possess that I don't like, that I'd like to work on. I'm glad they tacked on master your mind and take control of your life. Makes it a little more digestible. So I hope this review was helpful to you in some way. If there are any books you'd like me to review, let me know in the comments below. Until next time, I'm wishing you all peace, love, and light, saying stay blessed, and bye for now.